Everyone has a story, but not everyone has the privilege of seeing their story represented in media, either in a TV show or in a movie. One group that I thought was severely underrepresented in the films that we watched this year was the LGBT community. Over the 9 films that we watched in this class over the semester, I noticed that only a couple had LGBT characters in them, and even then, there was only really one film that had an LGBT character as their focus point. This leads me to think about movies and media on a larger scale, to not only how they are represented, but if they were even represented at all. Representation is very important in the development of people's lives. Being able to see someone like you up on screen can have a very empowering effect if done right. Millions of people watch television every day, and whether they like it or not, they are going to learn something from it. Either something that's a straight fact or something from the society that they live in. So, to have shows with no LGBT rep really hinders the development of a lot of people. Maybe the person feels an attraction to the same gender but has never been exposed to the concept of homosexuality. They may feel something is wrong with them because they are different from the other people and characters they see on screen. But seeing a representation of who you are on screen can help that. There are countless stories of acceptance and realization in the wake of the release of Love, Simon. It really goes to show that representation matters. The first negative trope that I would like to go over is one that I call the gay best friend.
Veronica Lodge, Kevin Keller. Veronica's new here. Kevin is gay, thank God. Let's be best friends.
These are typically shown in high school genre shows and movies, and shows a very effeminate gay man as basically a woman. Girls saying that they want a gay guy to gossip with and talk about boys with. This is a big one that affects a lot of younger people and produces negative stereotypes about gay men. It's almost like saying they're just very effeminate girls. The next harmful trope that I like to talk about is the bury your gays trope. This one annoys a lot of people, and rightly so. It's a gross way of including an LGBT character and making sure they do not stick around that long. Of course, characters can die in media all the time, but this trope is defined by the act of needlessly killing off a character. One prime example is Lexa from The 100. She's an extremely cool character that a lot of young girls looked up to for inspiration. This halted when this extremely kick-ass general was killed by a stray mullet in a way that was never needed. What makes it worse was the way the show seemed to market itself to the LGBT community with Lexa, only to kill her off once she got the views. One of these harmful tactics used is queerbaiting. Queerbaiting is the act of a series or movie promising LGBT characters either by directly stating it to the audience or by showing it through a character's actions, only to never deliver. This is used to get the attention of the LGBT audience while avoiding the backlash of companies and viewers who are anti-LGBT. One prime example is the kids' cartoon Voltron. From season 1, the viewers were promised representation but did not like what they found. It was confirmed before the season aired that one of the lead characters was actually a gay man and engaged with someone far away. But when the season premiered, it was never actually stated they were gay, and they even killed off one of the recently confirmed gay characters before they even had a chance for an on-screen interaction.
I'm sorry.
The viewers feel lied and rightly so. They feel like the creators never wanted them to be there in the first place and only wanted them there for the views. Another term that is not necessarily a tactic or a trope that is harmful, but it can have negative effects, is one that goes hand in hand with queerbaiting, which is queer coding. Queer coding is where a character is written like an LGBT character, but the creator never confirms or denies their sexuality. A huge part of this is heteronormativity, where viewers are conditioned to think that every character is straight until proven otherwise. Straight should not be the default, and that makes for much more interesting character interpretations. One famous example is Li Shang from Mulan. Many believe he's actually bisexual because of his interest in Mulan before he even knew that she was a girl. It is a very popular theory, so popular in fact that in the upcoming live-action Mulan they are replacing Li Shang with a new character and even clarified that he will not have feelings more for Mulan until he knew she was a girl. It shows how queer coding makes an impact on people and how quick the creators are to backpedal. Most of this video has been about the negatives of representation, but really, representation is very good for the viewer. TV shows and movies with good representation have amazing impacts on the viewers. If you look at Love, Simon or Ellen's coming out in her TV series 20 years ago, you can see how much of an impact it has on people. There are countless stories of people coming out and realizing who they are as a result of these. It opens up the gateway to people to discover more about themselves.
No, I'm gay.
Afraid to tell people. I mean, Susan, I'm gay.